This next comic, you've seen him at Flappers, you've seen him at the Ice House, and tonight you'll see him at Dow Comedy Studio. Put your hands together for Nick Reed!
What's up, everybody? Let's give it up for Susan. It's really weird, my former boss. This is like a performance review. So I've been spending a lot of time on social media, and I saw this meme on Instagram that said that your rapper name is Lil plus the last reason that you went to the doctor. So my rapper name is Lil Itchy Butt. It's a hemorrhoids joke. So recently my girlfriend and I moved in together. Yeah. And then 6 months later, we got engaged. Woo! Plot twist. It's been going well. We get along really well. We don't get in a lot of arguments. But in the first 6 months, you get in a lot of these nothing fights. For example, she was upset with me because my cat bit her. And I took his side. Rose before hose. That wasn't out of character for him. He's a, what do they call it? A dick. He had a tough time moving into the new apartment. It was really traumatic for him. So the vet put him on Xanax. Which means the vet also put me on Xanax. I really admire the vet's approach. Ignore the root cause. Take drugs. That's how I deal with my life problems. Speaking of untreated trauma, we started seeing a couples therapist. You can applaud that. It's good, I like it. The only problem is the therapist, she definitely has a favorite. Me. Of course. She's a smart woman. I feel like she compliments me a little too much. She's always complimenting my kind eyes, my lack of daddy issues, and my tight ass. I'm kidding, I have plenty of daddy issues. Speaking of daddy issues, we've been experimenting with new things in the bedroom. We've been trying out dirty talk. I like dirty talk, but it's fun, but eventually you run out of things to say. So you just start recycling your top hits. It's just a lot of, yeah, you like that big dick, don't you? Or another one, choke me, daddy. She hates it when I say that. But by the end of it, you just start, when you're trying to come, you just start saying yeah on repeat. You're just yeah, yeah, uh-huh, you betcha. And just to set proper expectations, I lied a second ago. I don't have a big dick. I have an average dick. Or as my fiance would say, no, it's fine. Has anyone seen the new Smokey the Bear campaign? So the campaign reads, "Love thy neighbor, help prevent forest fires." I don't know, I feel like they're getting a little desperate. They're trying so hard to get us to not burn down forests that they're referencing scripture. Like whatever happened to the separation of church and bear. If I did this ad, excuse me, I'm parched. Just stare at me. I had to get lubed up for this one. If I did this campaign, and the goal is to get people to not burn down forests, I would take a different approach. I'd make it much darker to really create a sense of urgency. I'd reference the Old Testament. Deuteronomy 28:20. I think we all know that one. So the ad would read, "The Lord will afflict you with diseases, fever, inflammation, scorching heat, and drought, which will plague you until you perish." Help prevent forest fires. So recently I learned about boofing. Anyone familiar? Yeah, some boofers in here. So boofing is the art of ingesting drugs in your butt. You do this with a drug that you would normally snort, i.e. Cocaine. And you do this because the surface area of your rectum is much larger than the surface area of your nasal cavity. Or at least mine is. So you absorb the drugs better. I learned about this because I had just gotten like a deviated septum surgery, and it was New Year's Eve, and I still wanted to get fucked up. So I contacted my friend who's a doctor and a degenerate. Told him my little plan, and he's like, "You definitely should not snort anything in your nose for the next 6 months." So I listened to him, and I snorted it in my ass. I liked it, it hits different. Kind of like taking an edible that's made of cocaine. And I did this because of the deviated septum, but now I'm afraid I have a deviated rectum. So I'll end on this. I went to the dentist recently, and it had been a long time since I'd been to the dentist. It had been about 10 years. Don't judge me. I also have 63,000 unread emails. These are my problems. So going into the appointment, I was expecting the worst. Cavities, root canal, diabetes. And the hygienist, she comes in and she starts doing the x-rays. And she does this thing where she'll do the x-ray and then she'll look at it right after. And she does this for like 10 minutes and she doesn't communicate anything to me. The first thing that she says, she doesn't say it to me, she says it to her coworker. She calls her over as she's looking at the x-ray and she says, "Mira." And I don't know if anyone here knows Spanish, but "mira" means this guy's teeth are fucked up. The dentist eventually comes in and I don't have any cavities. I don't know why. Somebody said it was because of white privilege. Thank you so much. I'm Nick Reed.